Good morning, afternoon, evening, etc. whenever it is for everybody, and welcome back. Monster Train. The grind continues, and I kind of wish, a part of me wishes that I didn't go straight into the, what is it, the Covenant rank sort of system here, because there's some daily runs that are probably really cool to do, but I've instantly jumped into the Hyperbolic Time Chamber and I refuse to get out until we complete it. Okay, maybe that won't be, like, true for the whole, like, attempt here, because eventually it's going to break me, and I'm going to need a break, and I'll be like, you know what, let's remember what winning is like, but right now, we're not at that point. I think that point hits around like 17, 18. So we got 5 levels to go before the game start actually, you know, breaking us down. Last time, not too good. Not too good at all. This time, gonna be much better. Melting Remnant, and we're gonna mix it up. Not Hellhorn Secondary. On the off chance we don't get any units that we can bring back to life, we want to have something that's gonna be stable and consistent. Awoken has probably got my back. And I think I read somewhere on Reddit that this is also a decent combo. Let's get into it. As always, videos aren't for kids. I may say some bad words in the course of playing this game. Don't watch if you're under the age of too young. That's all. Alright? Look away. Unplug. Go to another YouTube page. Go listen to music. Or play in your coloring book. You say under the age of like young, but it's like, you know, I don't know any like 14-year-olds that are still using coloring books. And if you are, and you're still watching this, 1, you gotta stop. And 2, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a nice coloring book. You gotta color outside the line sometimes. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about here. Horde, what do we got? Volatile Gauge or Winged Steel? I was gonna say, if there's ever a time to try it, it would be now, but this character's, you know, card costs are already pretty cheap, so I don't know if that's right. Also, we got another Subsuming Blade, which I really don't even want to bother with. It always seems to get the Siren Call with me in the Subsuming Blade. So, Wing Steel it is. This actually works out pretty well since our units are all free. Speaking of units, what else we got here? Got Reformation or Harvest. Let's try something new. Let's give Harvest a shot, alright? I remember I said like how this could not be that great, but hear me out. I mean, it seems like an early game piece and then we could pivot to some sort of better unit like the Wax Golem or whatever. Ooh, hang on. Double check. 5 HP, that's actually decent. We can do this. So the idea is we're pretty much just going to sack all of our dredges on the first floor with our boss unit, and then he's just going to tank through the entire early game for us. That is the plan, and in theory should work out. In practice, we shall see. There's also, the build here going for the Harvest mechanic does work out, more so because we have the Steel Enhancers, which are going to give us even more on top of the... Well, it's already going to be like a huge, you know, boost on these guys sacking themselves. Like plus 12, you'll love to see it. These guys are going to get away, which is the only downside. So eventually getting some units that don't just outright, you know, fold over like a piece of paper would be nice. But until we get to that point, this is A-OK-O. And we're absolutely eating it this turn. But it's worth it. And we are gonna yoink this, because that's Sponduli, brother. You don't pass up on Spondulis. Right, I didn't summon 2 guys, so okay. Still fine. Still fine. We can pivot a little bit, and it's gonna be okay. There. Only 1 gets away. And in fact, maybe only 1 is the only one that gets away. Alright, listen. Listen. I wanted to try something, and it may not be working out 100%. By the way, good draw here. You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? Maybe this is a good lesson to learn early on. No. This is not salt. This is just us, you know, utilizing our time effectively here. And I could just like can the recording and say do it over, but we got an unlock, so that's probably the reason why we're keeping it in. No, we're keeping it in because this is a good lesson to learn. The Harvest probably can work out. I just need a little bit more common sense, I think, to start us off on that kind of run. This is a hard pivot, but this is fine. We unlocked Sacrificial Resurrection. Consume cards in hand and add a draft unit. Wait, hang on. 2 cards in hand and add a draft unit to your hand. Enhance for plus 10 with each card consumed. Oh, that is excellent. Like, the game, see, the developers already knew, like, draft was the card to go to as far as, like, basic cards. They give you something else that synergizes with it even further? Hell yeah. Alright, redo. The first 5 minutes of this video never happened. Hey guys, welcome back to Monster Train. It's your boy, Penny Skinus. I don't know where I'm going with this. Alright, new run, new me. Razor Sharp, resin removal, molten encasement for some stealth units. Interesting. Of course, you got your dredges to start off. Let's see what the Forge has in store. Reform 2 random units or Burnout 3. It's probably going to be the Reformation at this point since that tends to be a good win condition. And with Razor Sharp, we can make them slightly more potent at the end. Something else to consider is we can also go for Rector, Burnout 3, Burn Bright. And just, slap him down when we need him the most and then stack him up with some extra damage. Go for the one that makes the most sense. Reformation, sack your units early, make them better later. Units gain extra upgrade slot. Pretty good if we get some good units. And there's one in mind that I'm thinking about, so it might be that. Or whenever a card is consumed, it deals 30 damage. Very solid if we had any of those cards. So give me the big Pyre Stone upgrade. Let's see if we can get some beastly units in this run. Unit draft, excellent. Enemy units enter with 10 armor. Still doable. Still doable. We're gonna get some very beefy boys. And we need to make sure we're planning to put them on the 2nd floor or putting them on 3rd floor when we have enough time in between, because otherwise it's just this is not going to happen. All right. Razor's Edge, also good for taking care of that detritus. We love to see it. Unfortunately, it's going to get away, but this is fine. And this one's going to make it all the way to the tippity top here, the flippity flop tippity top. Go for a double Dunkachino with a dredge sack early on. Yeah, that's cool. Might be worthwhile to do a molten encasement as well. We can get it back and make him actually tank or do something. It's not bad, because if we actually end up reforming these and they get some actual health and attack damage, it's going to absorb more hits before it pops stealth and gives our units an even longer sort of stall. So yeah. I'm feeling it. We still have 2 units die here, so this works out. Now mind you, they are going to be, crawling their way up here, but that's okay. That was the plan. He doesn't need to do anything, he just needs to take the hit. So good enough for me, good enough for you. Another dredge. Get the only unit that'll stay alive in the back. A little bit of health, and no, we want them to get sacked, so let them run. Final wave. White. You are stealthed up. Remove that threat. Decent beefy burnout unit, and then some decent beefy attacks here. That's excellent. That's pretty good. All things considered, that's pretty alright. Few hits, it's fine. Burn this out. Slap a big dredge down here. Give him some extra attacks, and we're done and dusted here. Very good. So 6 HP off the top of the chain there. That's fine. We don't mind. 50 gold, and here's what we're looking for. We're looking for units that we can upgrade immensely. This ain't it, Chief. There's something to be said about having these, but having a molded card is so good. Let's try this though. Mostly it's not gold, so I want to get in there, but if we can reform those as is, it's going to be free nukes early on. That'll help carry us through the early game. Restoration Detonation, probably not. Glimmer, also probably not, since it's let's be real, these units aren't meant to stick around for too long. Vine Grasp. Deal 3 damage to a unit and move that one to the front. There's going to be a handful of scenarios that's going to be good, and a handful of trials that'll let us eke out a little bit of an advantage. Also, Shattered Shell. Very good. If we let this guy die a few times, he's going to get pretty damn strong with his sweeps. Pay no attention to the slay bonus, because that does not matter. We're really putting him out there just so he can come back and end up sweeping for us later on. So, yes, welcome aboard. Alternatively, we can keep him alive and let him sweep on his own, but semantics. Alright, Merchant of Steel. Lots of upgrade space. We can also give him Burnout. We can make him burn out. I say yes to that. That's probably the only upgrade we go for, because everything else is kind of garbage. Like, you could debate spikes a little bit, but not really. In fact, not at all, boy. Damn. Terrible upgrades here. Extra unit? Bavarian Thug. Could get some extra money out of him. Very well could. It's also another unit that if he does die, we wouldn't mind it too much. It's basically just like a dredge that takes up additional space. So yeah, let's see if we can't get a little creative here. Dude, it's a miracle, by the way. It's a miracle I'm even recording today, because if I haven't mentioned it before, I'm in the 2-week process of my work now where I'm taking classes while still maintaining to do my job at the same time. And it's not classes I'm choosing to take, it's like work-related certifications, which are really just doubling up. So essentially for 4.5 hours out of my day, I'm not doing my job, and then for the remaining 3.5 hours that I can squeeze out, it's do your job and hopefully get everything done within the time frame. And let me be honest with you, a lot of things did not get done today. There's going to be a lot of angry emails tomorrow that I need to face. But the fact that I'm getting some recording done in here today is a good sign, because even though today may have been rough, we still got morale high to actually play some games. Mark of the Invasion. Enemies appear at each floor. I'll tell you what. We could do that if we get an entombed explosive for the top floor. In fact, that would be the only way it works out. But I'm going to say no to this because we have a Bavarian Thug. Or Perifian Thug. I don't know what his name is actually. Paraffin. Parakeet.
Paraffin.
Paraffin Thug. No shame in learning new words as you're, you know, mid-20s. In your mid-20s. That's alright. Alright, Rector. Get sent. Thank you kindly, sir. We want as many of these guys to get dunked as possible, so first off, remove that. And say, thank God, that's dead. And let these guys get dunked. So they don't kill anything, but these guys come back on the following turn, not this one. And they're going to be mighty strong. Perfect time for this guy to show up. He sweeps them, he gets burnt out, he comes back even stronger. You could argue this was more important to do here, but I could argue we could pivot this a little bit and... we can't really pivot it that much. This guy, dead. This guy... live? No, there's not enough space. Just all kinds of bad. There, we removed 2 of them. That's pretty good. And yeah, check it out. Dunk them, 1 HP off, no problem. We'll play these guys so they get burned out a little quicker because we need them to come back and be stronger. In fact, go ahead and self-dunk that so we can get something better in a picosecond. And then top you off. A very good turn. Please clap. And make a mental note that it does not remove the enchant. That is purely for attacks and HP. Huge turn. 2 turns of burnout. That's all we really need, my boy. That's all we really need. So he's still going to get away with this, unfortunately, but we are getting a very good chunk on him. He's going to get burned out, so we can't slap this guy in for just 5 damage. Not really worth it. Could do something more with that. Anyway, let him run. We got the Perifian Thug. Burnout 2. Solid damage. The Entombed Explosive, which does him in. Then, you know, this doesn't really matter at this point, but yeah. Put this here just in case things go awry. Put this here so he can also die. And just let him go. Good. The gears are turning. We got 20 gold out of that as well. That's decent. Second Entombed Explosive, that is what we're looking for. And now if we can find the card that lets us reform, we would be more than happy to have it. Of these, I'm going to take Razor Sharp Edge just because we're using it to sort of kill off utility units. It's just another jank version of targeted damage for me. And I wouldn't have it any other way, mind you. over here. A little bit of HP. Get us up. Good. Nearly at max. Merchant of Magic, we're kind of just looking for freebies on these. We're using them for damage, so the whole point is to, you know, let them slap a little harder. 13 damage on Vine Grasp is also pretty solid. I think we want to save our money, though. We want to use it for unit upgrades instead, so Caverns it is. Take a gander, take a gander. In a pinch situation, this is going to be nice. I already have both. In some cases where you have like the ability to daze units a little bit more frequently, this is excellent. I do not have that ability. Just can't really make a comment and say, hey, this is excellent, because it, you know, we're not really going to be able to use that mechanic. Some things may eventually bleed through, and having a little bit of heal is good, but let me ask this question. If things are bleeding through, in most cases, that's already a sign that things have gone pretty wrong or I'm misplaying, so why bloat my deck with this if I could just make sure I play better? Besides, getting 6 HP on like some turns, on some floors, it's going to amount to like maybe 24-ish HP if we really played optimally, or maybe 30 if we had to like, you know, use it every turn at max energy. I don't see that happening, so I think we're just going to pass on this. I know it's a very like long-winded way of saying I don't want this. Why don't you explain my logic there? Maybe I'm wrong, and if I am, by all means, you can let me know. Also, I haven't considered it. Can you upgrade those cards? Because if you can get that like a +10 to healing, okay, maybe then that's worth it, because that's 13 with 1, or 10 with 0. That's a little better. That'd be excellent. Don't know if that's the case. Damage shield. I complain about double barrel all the time. This is the one time I would love to have double barrel so my units do get sacked. They're still going to get sacked from this, which is pretty good, actually. Yeah. Let him get dunked. Let him get dunked. We have a few ways to deal with these guys. Could get some very good damage in here. Let's just slow the roll. Good. 25. Love to see it. Alright, you do not bomb my boy, so we're going to go ahead and block with that. We're going to get Sweep Lord ready here and just do as the name implies. Sweep him. Use that to dunk you. This guy's staying alive, which is not ideal. We want him to die, but he is going to get a kill here, so that is Sponduli in our pocket. Big burnout, big damage. I love it. One of you here. Start getting you softened up. You die, which is good. Could go for a stealth to save my HP, but we're not in like a dicey position for that. I probably should do that so they start getting reformed, actually. In hindsight, that is the correct play. This only does 10 damage, so we can get another good sweep off here. And he gets low. That's good. That's what we want. Down here. Actually, just Vine Grasp you. Vine Grasp you. Dunk you. Burn out you. That's another kill. Very good. Sack units where you can. Sack them where you can sack them. Sack of sacks. The king of sacks. Excellent time for this. Excellent time for this. Dude, everything is pretty much coming up Millhouse right now. Like, this is all excellent. So yeah, let's get some guys burning here. Burn fast, burn bright. Yes, 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 and yes. So we stealth it. This guy's gonna die no matter what happens, so we may as well juice him up a little bit. These guys are gonna be ready to get burned down in a picosecond, so let's get them stacked up. And we may need to prep one of these for the final moment, but so far, this is fine. Debating if I want to, like, give this guy a little bit more oomph, and I think I do. It's a little bit more damage. Good cards to have right here. Let's go ahead and drop a big burnout bomb there. Nice reflect damage. That's all we can unfortunately do. And this guy is approaching us very quickly, and he's going to be hitting us very hard. Which is not ideal. Okay, so this is kind of what we were hoping for, but in a slightly different order, I suppose. You're gonna be alive the longest, so get your hits in. That's not good. Call me crazy, that's not excellent. We don't lose, thankfully. I did my math wrong, and by that I mean I didn't do it at all. Okay. You're gonna have to be patient with me. Because I'm doing this mostly for the unlock. But the gears are not connected on some of these. But we're gonna do another. In the face of adversity, you keep pushing. I was trying to think of the Xbox commercial here. It's like, it's not about how hard you get knocked down. It's about how hard you get knocked down and you keep coming, right? If that's correct. If not, out of context, weird. Alright, Seraph the Diligent. I don't even care looking at this, but it's good to know just in case we actually get a run that works. Only one card. First spell is consumed. Fine. 2 Molded. Excellent. I can work with this. 2 Glimmer. It's alright, it's AoE. And then Mortal Entrapment. Deal 25 damage applied 2 days to the unit that's already damaged. That's expensive as hell. But maybe we'll find an appreciation for it. Alright, I want Burning Bright. Motherfucker. Okay. So this can actually work, because we will be reforming units pretty quickly to give them more, you know, more kapow. So, you know, hey, 20 damage to Sting. Those are excellent if it shows up. How about enemy enters, or enemy units that enter the room below the pyre get dazed as well, because everyone gets dazed there apparently. So that's gonna be our oh shit button. But it'll give us time to, you know, stabilize if we end up in that position. Just a little bit. I don't think it's that great on Ascension 12, or Covenant 12. Enter with spikes. Sign me up. Dun, 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 dun. So not exactly how I was hoping to start it off, but this will do. We'll put these guys down here so they're basically, you know, sack bait, essentially. So here's where we're gonna shine. Okay, decent. We're getting some damage in. There we go. Thanks for that sacking. We actually get a kill here. And we have units to reform. Excellent. Welcome back, my champion. You live? Alright, acceptable. They get dazed too. Hey, everybody getting dunked now. Good. The plan was to have more units get sacked, however, which we have not, we haven't done a very good job at that. 9 damage is 9 damage. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Didn't draw anything of immediate value here, just a bunch of friggin' heals. It's good damage on him, but unless you draw a reform here, I think we're in trouble. It's a good burst of damage. It does no damage because he's dazed, understood. 10. Alright, I think we win purely because of this burnout dredge that we can slap back here. Excellent, alright. Saved. And by saved, I mean by the skin of our teeth. We got that spawn dually. Let's make it work. Apply with 3 burnout to all friendly burnout units. So there's a draft. Draft the draft. Razor sharp. Razor Sharp with Harvest, Richter Flicker. That actually sounds wonderful. It's important to get the sack units going, but that sounds excellent to start us off. And we got extra money. We can go for even more money. Really dig deep. The units aren't really units we want to buff up, however, so yeah, I think we'll go for the extra money and see what spell magic or spell juices they got for us. Such as cheaper spells. Yeah, playing these on tap would be nice. 20 damage to consume, I'll slap that onto 1 Glimmer. Permafrost. Hold until you need to actually play it. Mortal and Trapman might actually work with that, but I'm going to go ahead and pass on that for now. Second Reform free. Other Glimmer being modestly more useful. Moderately more useful. Also good. 4 turns of days. 4 turns? 4 turns of days. If they're damaged. I want to do this, and I need to make it cheaper so we can play this card more frequently. That sounds decent. And with these, we can actually probably get some damage in to actually sort of combo it, so this is good. I should have went for the Permafrost on it in hindsight. Them's the break sometimes. You make bad decisions, you get bad results. You gotta own up to those decisions, though. We're owning up to it. Alright, extra unit draft, you can hold it. I don't need no mayo here. Not ideal. You guys are going straight to the tippity top. We have 1 card, 3 cards that'll help deal with that. I think we gotta come out swinging here. So, let him get sacked. That's still important. Makes us stronger. They're going the distance. That's not what this card does. That's fine. We got something else to deal with them anyway. Dunkachino. Good Dunkachino, good Dunkachino. Prep a surprise for them here. Start getting this guy back into action. And actually put him up front. Because we want him to die. And die he shall eventually. Let's get you guys going. Slap him up here. And just do this to get him out of my hand. Excellent. You want units to be getting sacked down here, however. That was the plan, right? It indeed was the plan. I may have forgotten the plan like 2 seconds into this. That was okay. We're gonna get a little bit more damage on him with this. It's a decent amount of damage and we'll just bring him back. And by bring him back, I mean bring back the draft and let him pop off. There we go. Let him pop off even harder. Thank you, Draft, for carrying me in my mistakes on this run. Molten Casement. There it is. There's our stealth, if we so desire. I'm trying to think if it's right. Is it right? It is a 1 HP, 1 unit sort of thing, so yeah, I think it's going to be alright. Second Razor Sharp Edge. I think we'll just stick with the 1. Yeah, I think we'll just stick with the 1 for now. Keep the deck thin. We have plenty of means of... Oh, excuse me here. Of dealing with any troublesome units. Now, the Hell Event... Every time I think Hell Event, I'm like, have anyone seen BoJack? There's a scene, I think it's something the last season with a restaurant called the Hellafino. I could go into detail here, but it's like an inside joke if you haven't seen the show. It's pretty good, though. Everything I think of Hell Event, I'm like, Hellafino. And that's the joke. Okay. Horde, Heal, Hell Event. What would I Hell Event? Another Molded? It'd be another Molded, which is actually not that bad. So I'm gonna do it. Mind you, these are not like, you know, pristine molded, so I could probably get one more upgrade on them, like a holdover. But, hey, it's free. That's good enough to get a duplicate of. Cha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's actually good. It's a little memey, but I think this is fine. I'd rather have my Burning Bright unit instead, I'll be honest, but this is acceptable. So yo, Rector, you go for some Aho Hui. And you get those buffs. That's a big feast for him. That's another way to do it. It's good. Same case here. Another way of going about it. That's excellent. And we can actually... It's double barrel, so... Just in case we want those. Or we can just say, hey, we wanted to sack them. And that's also cool. This works. So yeah, these guys die, but now they're ready for the next round. They're going to be even stronger, because I think that's all we're going to be drawing now is our reformations. Which is great, by the way. Yeah, I was going to say, stop that. We want draft, and we want him to actually sack units here so we actually stabilize. Up here. Decent chunkarooski on you. One of them's gonna get away. I think we can call that a win. 4 damage onto the furnace. Can I heal it? No. You cannot. That's still good though. Extra HP. Extra everything, pretty much. Extra onions. I think you both get dunked? Yeah, you both can get dunked, which is fine. And then you go for the boom, boom, boom. And then you go boom, boom, boom. Want you in my room. And then we debate. We debate. He's gonna live long enough to see the end of the tunnel here. Yeah, that'll do. Send them. When they die, I get some healing, I get more power, and we dunk them. Alright. It took a few eggs, but we got an omelet, boys. We've got an omelet here. Consume to apply quick. That would be nice on a stacked Rector Flicker. That'd be nice on a handful of units, to be honest with you. Spirit Channeler. No. Formless Child. Oh, That's some sack potential right there. That's some big sacks right there. Let's give it a shot, because if that hits a draft, that kind of resolves a lot of our issues. The Shattered Shell is so tempting again. So is the Pyre. I'll take this Shattered Shell. And I think we'd rather have extra card draw with the sheer amount of 0-cost cards we have in this deck. That is the proper call. Got the bit of an engine going here. A bit of an engine going here. Disable Vortex into Awoken. We can start stacking up our units here with some more damage, or we can get some more money and then upgrade our spells. If we were going to upgrade spells, we would upgrade the Glimmers and remove the Restores. Let's go over here, because we actually thin out our deck, get rid of some garbage. These guys were doing some cool stuff, namely dying. Remove them from the game, they don't need to die anymore. I saved them. Did them a favor, a solid. Okay, I don't know if I have enough money for 2 Shattered Shell upgrades. So we're gonna hold off on that one and say no. Should have done that second. Let's do this. So yes, multi-strike onto my draft. That is correct. Upgrade unit plus 10, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Large stone. I don't want to give you that much HP. I'll be honest with you. I kind of just want you to die. So, burning you out is probably the call. Let's just slap some extra damage on there. Dude, if I could give you... Hold. Oh, I don't have enough anymore. And by that I mean I don't have the burnout that I could have slapped onto the formless child. Hey, when it's my bad, alright? We're also going to purge out a regen. It's not really doing us any favors. I think we got some good units here. I think we got some good pieces working together. Let's continue down that harvest gang. So if we can actually get a lot of procs onto Rector, that's gonna be excellent. Extra money, but enemies enter with armor. No, we need them to die so we can actually get our buffs. So I will have to pass. Nothing to reform here. Am I really about to dunk, no, I'm not about to dunk that. Well, that would be foolish. Other things considered foolish is a turn like this, but, I think some benefit to that one. Also slap 2 of these guys here so we can get rid of you. I mean, he's taking the hits for us. It's like, may as well? 75 gold. Give me the money. You give me that money. Alright. Get the draft in here. That's a full KO Ken. Get the Reformation going on these guys. That's excellent. No. Stop. Dredges. Dredge it up. Don't like that noise, I'll be honest with you. Don't like it at all. Top floor, maybe will burn out quick enough to matter. And by that I mean you're not going to burn out quick enough at all. How does this heal you? Very confused with this one. Is that actually what's happening there? Oh! Bobby. I'm not sure how that worked out, but sure. Good damage. I'm just getting you out of my hand. You're still alive. Oh, if this was one cheaper, we could actually dunk this guy. I mean, we're already dunking him because the run's pretty solid. But, yeah. Cool. I reform, you reform, he reforms, we're all reforms, yeah. Just a really, like, loud noise, you know? Yeah, we need to make this cheaper so we can actually start playing it, because that's going to be excellent. But look at this guy, he's fucking. And of course our draft is backing this up very well. One in our pocket, ooh. This is tempting as well, but at the risk of, There's a lot of things I was considering there, but yeah, at the risk of hitting my boss unit, that's not worth our time. Even bigger draws? I don't know if that helps us. I suppose it could. But, like, unless we... That will help us. We just need a few more, like, spells or something worth drawing. I don't know. It's a little harder to parse. Oh, I did say I want to upgrade spells, so let's double down and get a relic while we're at it. So when you summon the second unit during a turn, gain 3 heat. That's just not really great for us here, because there's... Well... It would allow us to play Mortal Entrapment if we get a nice combo going. Removing the buffs is still better, I feel, all around. So yeah, we could just do this. Now we can actually play that in conjunction with one of our damage cards. Hurrah. You're up to 22 damage like your brother here, but you don't fizzle out, so that's good. And we're poor. How about we purge? We purge the garbage. That'd be more worthwhile to purge the restores, because these guys can actually block, but yeah, we're gonna get rid of all of them if we can anyway. Also, am I... Okay, no, I'm not missing. I was like, am I missing my show? I'm not missing my show. 25 HP to a unit. Your pyre kills a unit, restore 5 health. Friendly units get heartless. I don't want that. Let's go ahead and let the pyre kill stuff to get some healing. That way if a bunch of those trash units get up there, we can get like a nice sweep going. And yeah, you know, might get a little bit of the HP back, right? It's also like the least damaging of the options there, outside of picking nothing. Yeah, you guys kind of suck, and you know, Mark of the Invasion's also pretty bad unless I have Inferno, which I don't, so I'm just gonna say nope, see ya. And we got the beautiful Rector into Shatter Shell Opener. He will not live long enough to see the light of day. We'll just do what we can to send him on his way there. That's fine. Still good to get Sweep Lord going, because now we can just reform Sweep Lord every turn. And he will burn fast, but he will burn bright. He'll burn very bright. Difference here is, do we want money? Oh, I can't get him anyway, because it's the days floor, so you can go your own way. And that's only going to be a 3 damage loss, right? We can still stop him. There's a few cards we can use to get him, but this is fine. Guaranteed demise. You're still here. I don't think I'm killing him anyway. So, money it is. And this is good. Another big buff here. I'm glad we have some AoE cards to deal with this kind of garbage when it happens. Hold up, we got options. First off, just keep coming back for more, my friend. Excellent, that's kind of what I was hoping for. The draft needs to come out. And he needs to live. I was thinking a way I could have like gone for the days here, but I maximized my gains on other floors instead. So it's a little bit of a loss there. I'll own up. Not great. It's acceptable though. Protect this child. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Beauty. How we doing down here? You're gonna fizzle out in a picosecond. That's not great. I was kind of hoping you would stick around a little bit longer. That's really not great for us, you know? This is what we do. I can squeeze a draft in here. That is so much damage right now. We pop this in front. We get stealth. This guy sweeps the back, and we have a little bit more time on this, so that'll do. Get some action going here. He's gonna die, so we can reform him up here. This is gonna be weak, so we could potentially get lucky with that. I mean, we're not going to, but you see the gears are in motion, all right? Just this guy's a little annoying, which we can deal with, thankfully. I think you gotta go for this lad. And he does keep his stacks. It's good to know. No one lasts long enough here to matter, however. Oh, he sweeps. It doesn't matter. Just a unit, any unit. Pick a unit. You. And then you. It doesn't matter what we pick because he sweeps, right? He sweeps. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, pick a card. Every card. Okay, this is good science because I didn't know the harvest stuck around when he gets brought back. So that's quite good. Round of applause. Thank you. Even though I didn't do anything. Yeah. With that knowledge, we can actually modify a lot of our builds. Like a lot of them. And we're still going. Yo, Fatal Melting actually works out with this type of run. Sending a unit to heal it. There's some value in that. Not a lot. It's also too expensive. No thanks. You know, look at us. Look at us. We got something here. We got some ball players right now, alright? Alright, Hell Event. We can remove 2 more garbage cards. Yeah, let's do this. Heal. Hold on, mister. Heal. Remove garbage cards. And if I had to double any cards in this deck, what would it be? Second draft is carry potential. Some mad carry potential. Second Shatter Shell is also pretty good early on. That'll be, if they live, 36 damage sweep on the first floor. Guarantees we're clearing out trash and whatnot. I think we go for this. The draft we will get, and we will continue to stack up as like sort of the secondary, but this guy will do it. The draft's kind of doing his own thing. He's burning out. He's coming back. Oh, it's triple strike. This is 2. This is 2. This costs 2. That's true. Alright. I've self-pivoted. Draft is the call. How could I be so naive? I confess my love to draft every day before I go to bed. Every night. And I was going to turn him down? No. We stick with draft here. We take draft. Now we got 2 drafts. Alabaster units have a rage. Bleh. Bleh. Yeah. Excellent. Good sweeping. And I think getting them draft out here and he starts, you know, doing some work, that's good. He's gonna get away for a second. We'll come back to that. The important thing is our units burned out and they came running back to us. In fact, I can't really stop him. I can't soften him up for later. That's probably worthwhile. Alright, we want you to die. And die you shall. I mean, we may as well, right? There you go. So get one smack in, we'll get a little bit of healing back. This guy's going to be a problem in getting away, but that's fine. These guys won't get sacked. Richter gets healed up a little bit and gets stronger. All hunky-dory there. Oh, hoggers. Does more. Gains rage. I forgot it does damage to everything. I thought it was a pick a thing. My bad not reading properly there, but that's a huge understanding to have right there. Alright. Glimmer, so we dunk him. Reform. So this guy doesn't take damage and we get some further benefits from this. Up here. We don't want none of these getting away. So we're going to start prepping that, and up here we're definitely going to get some more of these guys taken care of. Should anyone squeeze by us, we'll have means of something. I was going to say dissimulation? I don't think it's a word. Got means and methods to deal with some problems, is what I was trying to say. Should have went with a formless child. That's my bad. But we're getting this guy up here, which is good. And I think we're in position now. The stealth will get applied. Stronger while we're at it. Dunkachino you so we get some damage in on the boss. That sounds pretty good to me. And we completely dunk him. Complete Dunkachino. Send him. +2, baby. What we want right now, I think, is we want extra floor space, because we're doing just fine with the draw. Memento Mori. Just good spell damage, to be honest. Another formless child, though. Ooh. Yeah, another formless child. The chance that hits some more drafts actually pays huge dividends. So let's get extra space there, so now we can do draft, draft, boss. I think +1, because draft, boss is 4, and that left room for, yeah, it'll be 7, so 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7. If we need some early sweeps, we got the Shattered Shell that can also join us, and then we replace those with some bombs later. Look at us! Who would have thought this? Not me. I don't know if we want unit upgrades anymore either. Like, I think the units are already in the position we want them to be in. Some spell upgrades could go a long way, so skedaddle over here. We'll buy our relic, thank you very much. What floor am I on? What's my age again? No, okay, yeah, of course. You're at the end of the game. Wouldn't you love to get this late game relic? You mean this early game relic? Yeah, thanks for nothing. To be honest, that's not going to do too much either, since we have no means of upgrading our spells on this side. But next turn, we can. We miss out on money. Damn it. Why can't they just flip these? Because a Hell Event is also tempting. Basically, my relics sucked and I should have re-rolled them and picked something else. Rail Covenant. Just leave it alone, really. Actually, purge that. We can actually use that in a very, very fringe and pinch situation. Last upgrade, give me the final harvest. Give it to me. And then you give it to me. Come on, come on, come on, accumulator. Trip over your words. Accumulator. I don't know. I don't know where we're going with this. I've got some good energy going here. We got something nice in here. Oh, fuck. We risk HP, but we get 400 gold, which will 100% allow us to get money to upgrade our spells. Which I'm looking at, I'm like, what is there to upgrade, Tim? This? We'll be able to get enough. No. Keep your money. Keep your secrets. The fact that we keep getting these two on the opening hand is very good. That being said, the opening hand and the opening monster we're dealing with, not as good, but we got him pretty dang close. We could Dunkachino him this. Alright. Place him. Place him. Place him. We'll have means to get him, don't you guys worry. Should he get away, how much damage is that going to be? Minimal. We're going to heal off of him, actually. We heal off of that individual, so let him go. I couldn't see. Am I punching through this time? I still think it's worth to get these guys stacked up. Okay, we're sort of punching through. Okay, no mistakes were made in this play. It's good. And if we needed to, we had the Glimmer to burn us out of this situation. So this gets hit no matter what, so that's good. I am going to Glimmer still. Lots of good things to reform here. We need to make sure we're picking our battles properly, however. Alright. Here we go, draft. Sweep Lord. Prep you. And to start getting these dredges out. Ain't nothing wrong with that either. Pop this so we can get rid of it. Send them. They're still scratching us. We still feel no pain. If we get a Formless Child hit right now, that'd be pretty huge. I think Sweep Lord has done his job. I think we want burnout units now. What am I saying? Of course we want burnout units. We want Stealth Boy. Ember Drain? From who? From you? You son of a bitch. Just stop the moaning, please. So loud. So loud, so proud. Alright, the stealth has been acquiesced. Boss is here, so then we go boop. And then you go yoop. And then alley-oop. And then skadoop. And yoop. Got another one of you. And then reform. Get a child. Sentence. Phrasing. Weird. And then we'll go ahead and buff you up some. And then we've already won, but we're still going to stack more units here, because that's how you really assert dominance. And then you send them. Send them. Beautiful. All right. This is tempting. Also, I would like to get the gold card, but we don't need to mess with the formula that's already working pretty well for us. So yeah, say no to all of this. Yeah, just say no to all of it. We're doing just fine. And the good thing of the way we have this set up is we get 2 shots at Seraph, because even if our first floor completely crumbles on itself, we can reform it on the 2nd or 3rd floor if we have enough time. Namely the 3rd floor, because the 2nd floor is going to have some secondary units ready to run. Squeeze out one more good trinket, maybe? Not really. Distinguished abilities trigger an additional time. Yeah, that's actually excellent. Hell events. To be honest with you, 3rd draft. Okay, yeah, so I was like, hey, you haven't looked at everything. Trust me, I've looked at everything. I've seen enough. I know what I need to do. So this is going to be first spell card played each turn is consumed, which kind of... Maybe I shouldn't have got rid of my regens then, because it could have been fodder. But we have some cards that are already consumed by themselves, so this works out. Bless these boys coming in together. Also, what the fuck? Alright, one problem child getting through. That's okay. Let the Reformation begin. How much damage is that? That's more than 20, so this guy's gonna get Dunkarooski'd. However... I think we just let him go. We want him to die so we still get the benefit. They want you to die so we can get some Reformation. The damage. Could goop him. No reforms on this turn. Yikes. This is the only option we have for reforms, and it does consume itself as is, so... Good. I think I've already burned out a few of my reform cards because I wasn't paying attention to the you-know-what. That's okay. He will die eventually. Few hits, that's fine. We'll deal with you in a second. Alright. Keep clearing. You're spawning units in between floors. Now that's annoying. That's that shit I don't like. I have 2 more drafts to draw still. Spooky! Alright, yeah, it's another few smacks coming in. One smack. And we heal for some of it, so it's good. There's the draft. We can work with this. Because we have power. I think we have enough molded in here that we can still go for it, and it's the right choice to do. Okay, can't squeeze you on the first floor. The sooner we can dunk these guys, the better, though. Good, everything's dying. Rector has become very strong, very strong. Saved a little bit of heartache there. Both are 25 apiece, so we'll start prepping here. Middle floor. Let you get sacked. Keep sending. Okay, we didn't kill those guys, which is bad. We want to kill so we get the bonus. Whole floor gets annihilated. Perfect. Which one gets consumed anyway? It was you? It's sent. Frig. Okay. About as good as that was gonna get. We got 50 damage on the boss. Final wave. Alright, we need big burns here, and we got them. Oh, we won. I have stealth for 3 turns. I win. Oh. Well then. Remember how I said the gears were turning, boys? The gears were indeed turning. The gears never stop turning. Not even for a minute. Look at that. Look at that. Slow it down. No. Counterattack. Okay, speed it up. Dunk him. Alright. We found an appreciation for the Harvest version of Richter Flicker, whatever his name is. I'm happy. That's a good George. That's a good way to start off the week as well. I'm gonna get out of here. I think it's almost showtime. Peeking over. Oh baby, it's almost showtime. It is almost showtime. Thanks for watching, everybody. Oh wait, hang on. Slow it down. Get your victory screen. Pog champs in the chat, please. And I see an achievement that says level 10 endless flicker. You know what that means. We've done it. We've crested max rank on all of the clans. Add a copy of the primary starter. Add a copy of the primary clan starter card to your starting deck. Debatably good, debatably bad. Shattered Shell. Hats off to you, bud. Appreciate you. Formless Child. Thank you for being awesome. Mortal Entrapment. Probably used it once. Welcome aboard. And the final unlocks for the Melting Remnant. Wickless Recruitment. Remove all burnout and debuff effects from a unit. Holy fuck. There's some deep engine strategy with that, because you already saw how I was sort of cheeking it out with the stealth. You can use that on the bomb itself. Let it die. So that way you can reform it back with Burnout 1, so no matter what happens, it's always going to expire. And you'll get like infinite stealth that way. Although you'd rather have like last a few turns, because then essentially it's a punching bag for other attacks, and your units can do a little bit more with that, but those guys are going to get burned out anyway. Also, if there's any sweep, you'd rather have the stealth. But there's some engine potential there. That's good. That's good. Dunkachino. Have I really never won with Melting Remnant Umbra yet? Have I really not won with Umbra Hellhorn? Have I really just not played the Sieging Guard since I unlocked it? All questions. Find out in the next episode. Hey, everybody. What? Hey, everybody. Jeez. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, etc. whenever it is for you, and I will see you all tomorrow, ideally. No promises. For the next one. Take it easy, everybody.